Hello. So in this video, I wanted to talk about the person that you marry. So whoever that we are in relationship with. So if you are someone that is you're in the West and you are more enthusiastic about one point wanting to return back to the motherland or to do business in the motherland. So one thing that I do find that is very critical is your partner, like for example, your wife, your husband, that they should also want to share the same idea with you. Are they also enthusiastic? Are they also happy about the idea of wanting to move to the motherland? Because I do think this is very critical for a husband and a wife to also have the same view, and so then they can be in partnership in the same thing, because you don't want a situation where myself I'm pursuing, I want to move back to the motherland, I want to move back to Africa, I want to do business, but my wife is the opposite. They want to settle in the UK. They are so happy, they want to. Nothing wrong with that. And well, you can settle, but what I'm trying to say, that they should also have the idea of wanting to, like, wanting to be at one day staying in the motherland. Because if you are together, if you're a group, not a group, if you are together, you should have the same. I mean, it's good to have the same mindset, actually, to have the same mindset, to want to do things together, you know. So I do believe that the person that you marry, it plays a very important role in whatever you do, because they will encourage you, they will support you, you know. In the Bible it says two are better than one. So if your husband or your wife also is also into the business that, or into the idea of the things that you want to pursue in the motherland, then it makes the work easier for both of you, or for you, because then you don't have to try and convince them. You know, it makes things flow. Things will flow for you, for both of you anyway, and you don't have to drag them, try to convince, try to tell them. So for me, when I was getting married, I just had to make sure that these kind of things, that we had the same kind of view, you know, because we did realize that I did realize that long time my long goal is to, at some point, return to the motherland, to Africa. And returning to Africa is by us first investing and having something that you can rely on, not to be rich, not to be rich or anything, but to have a passive income, something that can, something that you can use to just, that can help you to stay in the motherland. Because I don't believe that you should just leave everything in the West at once. Because if you do it at once, like you're moving emotionally, at some point you might get stuck. You might wonder, why did I do this? You might regret, because you don't want to regret. And having a wife or a husband that is also sharing the same interest can give you peace, because then you know that if you guys can work together and give yourselves deadlines as to when you want to accomplish your missions. So yeah, that makes it very, very easy for both of you guys, or both. And sometimes you might wonder, how do I even get someone that have the same views as me? I think at the initial stage, you maybe, well, this is maybe if you're not married yet, or maybe courtship or dating, you can bring up out your views, what you think of, like what you want to do in the future, or like whether you want to have something back in the motherland. Maybe if you guys agree, and then yes, if they agree with you, you agree with them, then it makes everything come together very nicely. Uh, or maybe yes, or maybe if you're thinking that, well, I don't know if I can give this kind of advice, but I just want to say it is always good to for the for those who are in marriage to be together in everything, to unify, to agree, and it makes things very easy for both. So another thing that is helpful is because then you guys can save money together to start projects. You guys have like same interest, means you can pull up resources together and have projects and do projects together. It makes the work easy for both of you. It makes the work easy, so you can have like a plan together, talk about these things together, encourage each other uh, whenever maybe the business doesn't. Not to say that business will always go on as you wish, but sometimes maybe you've gone through a loss in a business, whatever it is, can encourage each other. Also, I do think that whoever you marry will help you with the coming up with a business idea. Sometimes when you're alone, maybe you don't have an idea, you're struggling to, maybe they might have an experience with some kind of business that they've done in the motherland, or even in the diaspora, that you guys can do in the motherland. So I believe having a partner that also have the same views is very important, like I've been saying in this video, uh, and it will help you to grow the business. You know, it brings blessings for the business, because if one person is pulling that way, one person is pulling the other way, it means things will just scatter. And if you come in agreement, then it means things will come together, and you will not regret. You know. So I do believe, as we are, even at the time of planning to get married, we should all have the same, like same, well, maybe not same viewpoints, but maybe same interest, by which comes after we share with each other our the ideas that we want. So just leave a comment on the comment section, just to tell us, or to just to say what you think about this topic of whether uh, couples should agree, whether it's a good idea to have a husband or a wife that has the same interest in moving back to the motherland. Because for me, anyway, I feel like it's a very important piece of the puzzle, because you don't want to leave your husband or your wife behind. Uh, you don't want to have a disagreement because you're moving resources back to Africa, and maybe one of you wants just to stay in the West. So for me, do leave a comment on the comment section. Please also do like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, so then you just support me and help me to so that YouTube can be able to recommend this video to more of our African brothers and sisters, or anyone else. So thank you, and I wish you all the best in your investments. in the motherland. Thank you and God bless.